Alright, I was going to ride today, but it is raining out. It's just a shower. I'm pretty sure that in the morning, well, it's the morning now, but in 20 minutes or so, maybe half hour, it'll clear up out there, and I'll be able to get out riding. But in the meantime, I want to show you something. I did the oil on my bike last week, and I just already set up a light down here to show you. This is an 02 Roadking, and it was a pain in the ass for a lot of reasons, and it always is for a lot of reasons, mostly because that filter right here is usually a bitch to get out. And this time it was too. I had to take, let me show you what I used. What I try to use, this little thing up here, and it doesn't fit on the filter very well, so I had to put some sandpaper and stuff inside of here to you know, give it a little more, take up a little bit of excess space, and I had to end up hammering this thing down onto the filter, and then still it just barely got off of there. So that's one of the problems I have, that I always have, is last time I did it, I had to stick a screwdriver into the filter, make a hole through it, and just basically rip the damn thing off there. This time, an old school biker sent me or sold me this one, and notice here it has a nut on it, so you don't have to put nothing over the top of it. It's a nut, and there's plenty of space right in here for a tool. Let me see, plenty of space right in here for a tool that goes down onto the nut to break it loose and get it turning so you can get it out of there. That's going to be a major help next time. I'm sure I'm going to even want to change the oil sooner because of that, because it's just going to be easier. Not that that should be the deciding factor on when you change the oil. But on the Roadking, the thing I wanted to show you, and I don't know how many other Harleys, how many other engines this applies to, but I know on this one it does, is this right here, this little thing right here. Hope you can see it. This is a camshaft sensor. It senses where the camshaft, not the camshaft, I mean the what do you call it, crankshaft. I'm not you can tell I'm not a motorcycle mechanic. Believe me, I'm far from it. But anyways, this is the crankshaft sensor. Tells the computer in this thing where the sensor is located, what part of the stroke, what part of its cycle is located in, and sends the appropriate signals into the computer, and then the spark down, I mean the fire down into electricity down into the plug. And anyways, that's what that is. That's my layman's idiot explanation of what that is, and my non-mechanic explanation of what it is. That has to get that filter out. If you look at it right here, it's a little hard to see, but you can't get the filter past that. If you get it loose, you're just stuck there. It's not going nowhere. You can't get it out. So you have to take this off too. But that's real simple to take off. It's one screw right there, Allen wrench. I don't remember the size of it. Take that out, pull this back out of there, drop it out of the way. If you do drop it out of the way, you're going to get some oil on it. Sometimes I pull it over the top and try to avoid getting oil on it, even though it's down into a section of the engine that has oil, and it's not like it's never had oil on it before. It lives in oil. But anyways, I put it up there, and then I unscrew the filter and bring it back. But the main problem I have with this, that's just a minor inconvenience, but you have to do it to get it off. The main problem I always have with this is just getting the filter loose. And like I say, the other thing I had to jam it back on here, right over the whole thing, and then hammer it on there, and I finally got it off. The last time I did this, last year, I put a screwdriver and put a hole right through it, and twisted it and turned it. What a mess it was. What a job. But those two things right there, I just want to show you. I figured it'd be helpful to you to know about the filter. The filter is the big thing. The filter with that fitting on the end of it is a major thing. If I had my tools out right now, I'd show you. I'd put a tool on it and a wrench on it, and you can see. But that way, that filter will come off much easier. And The other thing, the sensor is a must. You got to take it off. You can see I still have a lot of oil down there because it was just done last week. You know, there's some oil on the fittings and stuff down there. And it hasn't even seen any kind of wash or anything. It usually doesn't. I just put on a black filter because I don't care if it's black or chrome. This bike has a ton of chrome on it already, so it doesn't kill me if I don't add more to it or if I go black. I took the white walls off it too and all that kind of stuff, you know. I'm not like a real classic type person. I'm more functional than classic. So anyways, thought I'd show you that. So good luck on your rainy day. Maybe that's something you can do on your rainy day. I should have did it today. Last week when I did it, it was so hot in here. But I made a mess of the floor. You can see there's all kinds of oil stain down there on the floor. That I wiped it up. It'll eventually end up someplace. But if you want to do your own oil, you know, you gotta expect to make a mess. And I'm pretty good at that. Making a mess, that is.